This is girls basketball as the Sauk Centre Main Streeter girls basketball team plays at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic. We're here at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center for today's game between the Sauk Centre Main Streeters and Dover Eyota. The Sauk Centre girls have played once so far this season. They are 1-0 with a 52-point win over Long Prairie Grey Eagle, 72-20. This Dover Eyota team has played 4 games already. They actually played last night, this game being played Saturday afternoon, and Dover Eyota at 3-1 on their season. This is Mark Nobla with you. The Sauk Centre girls taking the floor, wearing white, and in the darker maroon uniforms, Dover Eyota. Sauk Centre head coach Scott Bergman and the head coach for Dover Eyota, Brian Harris. And on the jump ball, it's going to be Sauk Centre to start. Going to the basket to our right, Mason Thiessen will bring it up against the defense, and it's a man-to-man. Here's Greenwald to Klophocky, and Sauk Centre looking for that shot for the outside. Here's Thiessen, though, driving inside, taking a shot, no good, and rebounded away by Dover Eyota. Their guard is Ashley Olson, a 5'7" junior. They've got 2 girls with good size in front, or down low rather. Here's a pass intercepted by Mason Thiessen. She's going to go down to the right side and she'll score the first basket for Sauk Centre on a steal and a hoop for Mason Thiessen. Now the inbounds pass play, it's hit out of bounds. And Dover Eyota still has the basketball. So 2-0 on the steal and basket by Mason Thiessen. Sauk Centre out there with Jill Klophocky, Maddie Greenwald, Kelsey Peschel, and Becca Weir. And again, Dover Eyota has 2 of their taller girls back from last year's state championship team. Here's a drive for Dover Eyota. Shot is up and good. And scoring is Maddie Nelson, and she is one of those girls at 6'1". She takes it to the hoop, and it's a 2-2 tie, 1 minute into the ball game. Now here's a loose ball taken away by Dover Eyota. They're going to get a layup try, and they'll score to take the lead now. And Olson scores. Now Sauk Centre nearly throws it away against the press, but it'll stay with Sauk Centre. So 4-2, Dover Eyota has the lead. The one basket for Sauk Centre's Mason Thiessen. Kelsey Peschel has it in the corner now for Sauk Centre as they set up the offense. Here's a long shot by Greenwald, a 3 taken, no good, and the ball controlled by Dover Eyota. Up ahead now, here's another shot up and good for Dover Eyota. Getting the ball inside that time was Megan Hintz. She's a 6'1" senior, and it's now 6-2. Jill Klophocky will put up a 3-point shot, up and good for Sauk Centre. Klophocky hits a 3. So Sauk Centre down by 1. They put on that full court press now. Dover Eyota gets it into the front court, and they feed it off to the side. The other guard, Houston, will shoot for the outside. A high rebound on the floor. Hit out of bounds. It'll be Sauk Centre's ball. 6-5, Dover Eyota. Thiessen with the basket, and a 3 for Klophocky. Here's a long pass up ahead to Maddie Greenwald, already into the front court. A fake and a drive, dumped off inside. Weir is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So again, the main players for Dover Eyota from last year's state championship team, Maddie Nelson, she's number 23. She's a 6'1" senior. And Megan Hintz, a 6'1" senior, number 51 for Dover Eyota. Weir to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and good. That's her first point. And that ties it up at 6-6. Sauk Centre has a chance to take the lead. And the free throw missed. But then Peschel intercepts it on the dribble, taking the ball away. Peschel attacks the basket, puts it up and off. And on the rebound, tipped down for Dover Eyota. They regain control in a tie score at 6. Dover Eyota, 3-1 on their season so far. They were beaten at their own tournament, losing to Minnehaha Academy. There's good defense down low by Mason Thiessen to knock it away. 6-6 in the first half. We're at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center for this one. Pass out to Hintz, takes it on the floor, getting to the basket, draws a foul. She'll shoot 2. She's a strong player, Megan Hintz. She is committed to play college basketball at Moorhead State University. A 6'1" senior. She has 1 basket. And the foul called on Sauk Center. And Hintz made the free throw. I'm going to already say I'm going to struggle with keeping track of all the fouls because you can't hear the PA system, and they do not flash the fouls on the scoreboard here on this court. So a pass in for Sauk Center, down by 2. Peschel hustles into the front court. Penetrates down through a pass that came right back to her. Now she puts up a shot and missed, and pulled out of there by Hintz at 6-1 for Dover Eyota. She'll bring it up. 8-6, Dover Eyota by 2. And they drive with Nelson on the baseline, cut off by Klophocky. Pullback shot is up and good, though, for Maddie Nelson of Dover Eyota. 10-6, Sauk Center down by 4. Greenwald will put up a 3. That is going to be off the rim, no good. Weak side rebound, though. Becca Weir has it. Sauk Center with another possession. Down low to Weir. Goes to the left hand, and there's a shot and a foul called on Dover Eyota. The foul is called on Hintz. That'll be her first. So back to the free throw line for Becca Weir, where she's 1 of 2. Sauk Center trailing here, 10-6. As Weir will put up the first free throw. And it's in. She's shooting 2. Sauk Center has to do a good job against this press. They handle the ball well, though, and shouldn't really struggle too much against it. Weir 1 of 2 again. Dover Eyota leads by 3 at 10-7. And Nelson takes it down low. Here's a shot from the side, up and good for Dover Eyota. Scoring this time was Gellerson. She's a sophomore. Sauk Center quickly in front and then lost it. A steal for Gellerson as she brings it down for Dover Eyota. Now their outside shot is up and good. They're shooting well. Finstuen hitting a 3-point shot, and it's now 15-7. Peschel gets to the basket, lays it up and in. A basket for Kelsey Peschel. Now a long pass goes out of bounds, and a turnover here on Dover Eyota. And on the dead ball, Sauk Center has 2 girls coming in for the first time. It'll be Morgan Gamrot and Taylor Borgerding. Coming out will be Peschel and Greenwald. 15-9, Sauk Center behind. And Morgan Gamrot fires it up ahead to Taylor Borgerding. She'll drive the baseline. Here's a pass that got through Weir. The ball is on the floor and taken away by Mason Thiessen, who then lost it. It's still loose, though, and taken away by Dover Eyota. They fire it up ahead. With the basketball now is Nelson. She went down to the floor, but it's back out. Hintz has it down inside. Here's a shot up and missed this time, and Borgerding has the rebound. Mason Thiessen brings it up now. Sauk Center trailing by 6. Klophocky for an outside shot, no good. The rebound on the floor, controlled again by Dover Eyota. But then they traveled on the outlet pass, and Sauk Center will have it back. So far, Jill Klophocky with a 3. Kelsey Peschel and Mason Thiessen have field goals as well. And 2 of 4 at the line for Becca Weir. Pass in for Sauk Center. Thiessen shooting from the outside, and a 3-point basket is good for Mason Thiessen. That cuts into the lead. It's now 15-12, Dover Eyota. And they go right to the basket, and another foul is going to be called on Sauk Center. Well, Dover Eyota, a good driving team. This one called on Morgan Gamrot, her first. 15-12, Dover Eyota. And a pass in for Dover Eyota, off to our left. Long time to get it in, but they do so. Hintz off to the side to Olsen. Good defense by Borgerding. And Olsen lost it. It's a loose ball. Taken away, though, by Dover Eyota as Hintz picked it up at that 3-point line. Looking down low, here's Nelson now, working on Klophocky's defense. An off-balance shot is off the rebound, controlled by Becca Weir, who took it away from 2 girls. Sauk Center back on the run. Jill Klophocky pushes it up ahead to Borgerding. She's shooting a 3. It is no good. Weak side rebound, tracked down, though, by Morgan Gamrot. And she gets it back out to Mason Thiessen. Sauk Center trailing by 3 in the first half. Thiessen feeds it down low, back to Gamrot, shooting the 3, off no good. And again, another offensive rebound, this time from Mason Thiessen, but then she threw it away, trying to get the ball down to Becca Weir. Back comes Nelson for Dover Eyota in a crowd. She takes a shot and a foul called on Sauk Center. And it's whistled against Morgan Gamrot. That'll be her second personal foul, and it's a 2-shot foul. Well, Sauk Center had a couple of offensive rebounds, but they could not finish at the other end. Nelson shooting, and her free throw is in. She now has 5 points to lead the scoring for Dover Eyota. We're in the first half, just under 12 to go. Second free throw is in for Nelson. She has 6. And it's now 17-12. Dover Eyota back to a 5-point lead. Sauk Center facing that full court pressure. Jill Klophocky will pass in. Morgan Gamrot has it on the far side. She's open and will bring it across. Up ahead to Becca Weir, who stops, waiting for help. And then the ball got hit free again, and a tie-up. And the possession arrow is for Dover Eyota. Sauk Center pressing as well. It's a man-to-man press, though. Dover Eyota playing that zone press. Olsen has it, the guard for Dover Eyota. Drives around, getting cut off by Borgerding's defense, and it's back out. With it now is Myers, and we have, well, play continues on. I heard a whistle. That's at the other court. Now Olsen penetrates down, passing down low. A shot is blocked, though, by Mason Thiessen. Taken away by Nelson. She misses. Hins got the rebound, and she'll shoot 2. She is fouled. That's going to be the problem for Sauk Center, especially that matchup with Jill Klophocky, guarding number 23, Maddie Nelson, who is 6'1", and Klophocky at 5'7". Free throw is good for Hintz. Back in is Peschel and Greenwald for Sauk Center as they rotate. Thiessen and Borgerding will sit down now. 2 free throws made by Hintz, and now Dover Eyota leads by 7 at 19-12. Here's Peschel with speed, getting to the basket, lays it up, and off, no good. She got there, just did not drop in. Back to Dover Eyota. Here's a shot, a forced shot, no good by Nelson, and it's kicked out of bounds by Sauk Center. Well, tough luck there for Kelsey Peschel. She had a good drive, but the shot did not go in. 19-12, Dover Eyota by 7 in the first half. Pass in for the Eagles. They go down low. Good defense by Peschel. She bothered the shot, got the ball away, and then she is fouled in the backcourt by Maddie Nelson. So that's the first on Maddie Nelson. And a pass in for Sauk Center. That's the 3rd team foul. Here's Kelsey Peschel, a sophomore, into the front court. Greenwald is open. She'll shoot for the outside. No good. And on the weak side again, another rebound for Sauk Center. Klophocky back out to Peschel. She hits the 3. Kelsey Peschel, after a good rebound by Jill Klophocky, and Sauk Center nails the 3. They pulled it within 4. Now the ball got jarred free. It's loose, and we have a whistle and a foul being called. And it's whistled against Sauk Center's Kelsey Peschel. Her first. 19-15, Dover Eyota. Again, I won't be able to keep real good track of the fouls here. I can't hear the PA guy. And I'm already behind. Here's a steal, though, for Gamrot up ahead. Klophocky has it down low, feeds it off. The ball got intercepted, though, and taken away by Dover Eyota, although Klophocky fights to get it back. And then she ties up the Dover Eyota girl, and the arrow this time in favor of Sauk Center. Peschel out there with Weir, Gamrot, Klophocky, and Greenwald. Sauk Center trailing by 4 points. 19-15, Dover Eyota. Pass in for Sauk Center. Klopaki has it. Making her move on the baseline. Tries a shot, no good. And Dover Eyota has the basketball. Olsen, their guard, dribbles across. They look down low for Hintz. Good defense, though, by Becca Weir. Hintz still fighting for a position. Got it and missed it. Got it back again. They fight for it. And Sauk Center takes it away. They let him play on that time. Here's Kelsey Peschel coming across. Gamrot will shoot a three, and it is no good. And though the ball was lost out of bounds by Dover Eyota, Sauk Center will keep it as it went off the hand of Nelson. Down by 4, Sauk Center will pass in. So far, 7 girls. Oh, then Peschel threw it right to the taller girl. Nelson with the interception. She comes down, pulls up with a shot. It rolls off, and Peschel got it back. So Kelsey Peschel on that hesitation dribble behind the back now, attacking the basket, and she'll shoot. Good drive that time by Kelsey Peschel. She'll go to the line to shoot 2, and she is fouled on her shot. And it's called on Olsen, the guard of Dover Eyota. Kelsey Peschel with a 2 and a 3 so far. And the first one rolls off, no good. Back in is Mason Thiessen, replacing Morgan Gamrot. So Coach Bergman getting back to the starting 5 now with 9.5 to go in this first half. Peschel's second one is in. She now has 6 to lead the Sauk Center scoring. Dover Eyota leads by 3 points at 19-16. Thiessen coming from behind, nearly had it. It's lost out of bounds though. The strategy here for Sauk Center is to go after the guards. They certainly know that the 2 players, Nelson and Hintz, are very tough down low on the block. So they want to put some good pressure on these guards outside. Out on top, Olsen will swing it for Dover Eyota to the far side now. Finstuen cannot penetrate down, and it's back out again. Now here's Hintz shooting from the free throw line. Off, no good. Klopaki, good box out, and the rebound. Peschel into the front court. Sauk Center down by 3 as Mason Thiessen has it. She'll penetrate down, back to Peschel. A long 3 taken, short. And Dover Eyota has the rebound. Hintz on the far side. Now Olsen down on the baseline. They feed it down lower, and a shot is up and off. And on the fight for the rebound, it's Sauk Center's basketball. Mason Thiessen attacks again. She's going to go all the way down, takes a pull-up shot, and it's going to go in for Mason Thiessen. Her 3rd field goal. She has 7 now. And Sauk Center pulls to within 1. Sauk Center really has to box out and get those rebounds against these 2 taller girls, Hintz and Nelson. Now a shot is up, and scoring the basket for Dover Eyota is Gracie Gellerson. She's a sophomore. That's her 2nd basket. But right at the other end, here's Jill Klopaki quickly scoring for Sauk Center. She has 5. Back the other way, Dover Eyota will score again as Nelson puts it in. She's now got 8 points. Here's the full court press. Thiessen beats it. It's up ahead to Klopaki. Klopaki dumps it off to Greenwald. Can't take the shot, and she'll set up the offense now. Sauk Center trailing by 3. Greenwald, a pullback 3 is up and good to tie the game. Maddie Greenwald buries a 3-point shot. That's her first basket, and it's now 23-23. 7:20 to go, first half. Dover Eyota now feeds it down low to Nelson. She goes up to score again. Ooh, she's a tough one to cover down low. Back to the lead for Dover Eyota, but here comes Kelsey Peschel again. Going right to the basket, fell down, lost the ball. And now the ball was kicked free. Klopaki has it, and then an over and back violation is going to be called on Sauk Center. But good hustle by Jill Klopaki to go get the ball. Substitution in for Sauk Center. Borgerding back on the floor. Peschel is out. Sauk Center playing the defense now. Dover Eyota leads by 2 at 25-23. First half here at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center for the Breakdown Classic. Sauk Center was invited to play in this one. They accepted to play Dover Eyota. Now a pass is thrown away by Dover Eyota on that good defense applied by Sauk Center. New player in for Sauk Center. It's going to be Alyssa Cohorst. She's number 33, a 5'8 junior, giving a rest to Becca Weir. So Cohorst is going to have to do a good job too to use her strength and box out these taller girls, Hins and Nelson. Clap hockey at half court. Nearly lost it, picks it back up again, feeds it off to Borgerding. She's going to shoot a three. It's up and in and out, no good. And on the rebound, it is hit out of bounds by Sauk Center's Cohorst. Dover Eyota has the ball. Good look that time by Borgerding. It rattled out. Still a 2-point lead for Dover Eyota. And against the press, they bring it across the timeline. Gellerson feeds it down, nearly lost, but saved by the Dover Eyota girl. Getting to the ball was Myers. Myers has it again. Around Borgerding, down to the baseline. Here's a shot and a foul called on Taylor Borgerding. That'll be her first. It's a 2-shot foul. Dover Eyota leading by 2. And the free throw rolls through. Shooting is Jordan Myers. She's one of the juniors, a 5'7" player for Dover Eyota. Nelson has 10 points now. She's number 23. 2 for 2 at the line for Dover Eyota. They lead by 4. Mason Thiessen up ahead to Klopacki. Greenwald from the corner will put it up, and it goes in and out, no good, but Borgerding got the rebound, but then blocked by Nelson from behind. Now the ball is free at half court. They dive for it, and it's going to be a timeout, Sauk Center. So just under 6 minutes remaining in this first half. The score, Dover Eyota 27 and Sauk Center 23. Pass in for Sauk Center. Sauk Center has Mason Thiessen, Taylor Borgerding, Jill Klopacki, Becca Weir back in there, and Maddie Greenwald on the far side. Sauk Center down by 4. Mason Thiessen, a sophomore guard, runs the offense. High post. Jill Klopacki back over to Thiessen for a three. It is good for Mason Thiessen. That's her second three. And Sauk Center again pulls to within 1 point on the three-pointer by Mason Thiessen. Dover Eyota now. Off to the left side in the corner. And we have a traveling violation call. Steps on Gellerson. So Sauk Center has a chance to take the lead now. And on the dead ball, Borgerding goes out. Peschel is back in. The starting 5 on the floor. Mason Thiessen against the press, splits them. Coming down 2-on-1. She'll take a runner. It is up and good for Mason Thiessen. And Sauk Center has their first lead at 28-27 on the basket by Mason Thiessen. Here's Gallison, a pull-up shot. Up too strong, the ball on the floor. It's still loose, and now we have a tie-up. So 28-27 Sauk Center. Mason Thiessen very good at that little floater as she pulled up with that shot. Pass in for Dover Eyota. Hins will shoot from the outside, and it bounced around, recovered by Nelson, lost it, and now Peschel takes it away. It's Sauk Center's basketball. They lead by 1. Fast breaking is Peschel. She's going to go all the way to the basket, puts up a shot. It got blocked out of bounds, and Sauk Center will pass in. Mason Thiessen now at 10 points in double figures, and she will pass in on the baseline. The handoff to Peschel. She gets to the basket, lays it up and good, and the shot will count and one for Kelsey Peschel, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot. So Peschel with a basket. And her free throw is good. She has 9 points, a 3-point play for Kelsey Peschel. That extends Sauk Center's lead now to 31-27. They're up by 4 points. Now they've got to play some good defense. Way out is Olsen, the guard. Peschel guarding her. Here comes the double team. And Sauk Centre switching, little trouble here, and Dover Eyota, though, gets it out of trouble. Sauk Centre looking to double team the guards out here if they can. Nearly a steal again by Greenwald. That again is what Sauk Centre wants to concentrate on, is get after the other three girls. Once they get it down lower to these taller girls, then it's hard to guard against them. And here's a steal for Mason Thiessen, and she was fouled immediately. Trying to get herself free. Ashley Olsen stuck her arm out to slow her up, and fouls for the second time for her. So Sauk Centre's defense worked that time. Thiessen with a steal. Here's Morgan Gamrod coming back in as Greenwald will sit down now. And a timeout called by Dover Eyota. Sauk Centre has a 4-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's Sauk Centre 31 and Dover Eyota 27. On the floor for Sauk Centre, Jill Klopacki and Mason Thiessen. Mason Thiessen has 10 points. Kelsey Peschel with 9. Becca Weir and Morgan Gamrod out there. Sauk Centre's ball. Gamrod, one dribble over to Kelsey Peschel. Goes to the left hand, back out to Mason Thiessen. Now Klopacki had to, well, she got tied up. And the arrow points to Sauk Centre, so they keep possession. 31-27 Sauk Centre. And a pass into Peschel. Peschel shooting from the outside, too strong. And the high rebound control by Dover Eyota. Hins way outside with it. Or that's Gellerson, rather. And a foul is going to be called on Kelsey Peschel. And that'll be her second foul. The defense too tight. So Dover Eyota goes to the free throw line. Haley Finstuen, who has a 3, will shoot the 1-and-1. Peschel comes out now with her second foul. Back in is Greenwald. Free throw good for Dover Eyota. Nelson, number 23, has 10 points. Hins, number 51, has 6. Off the miss, Dover Eyota got the ball back. They feed it down low, and here's a shot up and good. Well, they got 3 points on that possession. Basket for Hintz. Sauk Centre doesn't waste time. Greenwald for a 3, way short. And the ball taken away by Dover Eyota. 31-30, Sauk Centre with a point lead, but Dover Eyota has the basketball. Against the man-to-man. Nelson for a 3, nope. But again, a high rebound controlled by Dover Eyota. Back to Hins, she's to the basket and she scores. Megan Hins in double figures now, and that gives the lead back to Dover Eyota at 32-31. But Mason Thiessen drives down low, and she can't get it to go in. The ball on the floor. Klopacki ties her up, but the arrow in favor now of Dover Eyota. So it's a 5-0 run here for Dover Eyota. They have taken the lead over again by 1. Sauk Centre pressing. 32-31, 2.5 to go in the first half. Into the front court, Hins working on Klopacki's defense. To the basket, laid it up short. Got it before it went out of bounds and back out. Now here's a girl open, but she missed it, but the putback is up and good for Dover Eyota by Gellerson. 34-31, Mason Thiessen gets into the lane, back to Gamrod. To Klopacki, shooting the 3. Nope. And the rebound lost out of bounds and last touch by Sauk Centre. So now Dover Eyota has a 3-point lead at 34-31. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Sauk Centre also needs to shoot a good percentage from the outside. Now a steal by Mason Thiessen, looking up ahead to Greenwald, who didn't see it right away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Still a 3-point lead for Dover Eyota. They're 3-1 on their season now. Minnehaha Academy beat them in their second game of the year. The Sauk Center girls at 1-0 with that win over Long Prairie Grey Eagle earlier this week. Dover Eyota with the basketball. They're up by 3. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Dead ball here, and they end up nearly throwing the ball away, but it's saved. Now a drive in the lane. Hins has it, no shot. Now here comes the shot. It is short, and the rebound controlled by Sauk Center's Jill Klopacki to Mason Thiessen. She's on the run again. Back out to Klopacki, faking, driving down. Gamrot is open. She will shoot and score. A 3-point basket for Morgan Gamrot. Sauk Center needed that one. First basket for Morgan Gamrot. That ties it up now at 34 apiece. Here's a long shot for Dover Eyota, no good. The rebound, tie up, no. Dover Eyota has it. Now another drive to the basket. This one is going to roll in good. Scoring on the play is Gellerson again. She's played well. So with under a half minute to go now, Sauk Center will slow it up briefly, down by 2. Mason Thiessen is going to shoot a 3, too strong. Rebounded away by the 6'1" girl, Hins. So 15 seconds to go in the half. Gellerson has it. Gamrot stops her. Under 10 now. And a timeout being called by Dover Eyota. .8 remaining in the first half. Dover Eyota has possession. They lead by 2, 36-34 over Sauk Center. So Sauk Center will D up here. Thiessen, Greenwald, Gamrot, who just did a 3. Weir down low against Hins, and Klopacki guarding Nelson. 7 seconds to go. The pass is in. Hins way out. They look down low, can't get it to Nelson. Now they throw it away, and it goes out of bounds. So they won't get a shot, and actually Sauk Center will have it, but just .1 remaining. But good defense by Sauk Center to close out this first half. Now the official, though, I think is going to put a little bit more time on the clock, which will be good for Sauk Center. Right now the scoreboard shows .1. 36-34, Dover Eyota. And the official will say how much. Well, .7. Might be time enough, though, to get off a shot. Greenwald is in that corner. Klopacki from half court will pass in. And they're going to go lobbing to Thiessen. She'll shoot it and scores! The basket will count for Mason Thiessen. Beautiful pass by Jill Klopacki. And on that shot, Mason Thiessen scores, and it's a tie game at halftime, 36-36. Well, that was almost like in volleyball. Jill Klopacki, the setter, set it high to the outside right there, and Mason Thiessen made the basket right at the buzzer with just .7 seconds, and Sauk Center scores. It's a tie game at half at 36 apiece. In the first half, here's the scoring for Sauk Center. Mason Thiessen with 12. Maddie Greenwald has a 3. Kelsey Peschel with 9. Jill Klopacki with 5. Morgan Gamrot has a 3. Becca Weir 2 for 4 at the free throw line. So to start the second half, Sauk Center and Dover Eyota tied at 36. Mark Nobla with you as Sauk Center will pass in. Mason Thiessen, who hit that last second shot to tie it as they close out the first half. Sauk Center's ball. Becca Weir at the elbow. Back out to Klopacki, puts it on the floor, off to Thiessen, faking the shot, drives in, takes a step closer, no good. Weir got the rebound. Sauk Center has possession again. Thiessen back to the basket, lays it up and off. And now Dover Eyota has the rebound. They're led in scoring by their two taller girls with 10 each for Hins and Nelson. Gellerson driving down. She's a sophomore with 8 points in the first half. Now the second half, tied at 36. Tight pressure defense, the man-to-man for Sauk Center. Olsen, the guard for Dover Eyota. A near steal for Peschel. It went out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Sauk Center. So 36-36 as we start this second half. Here's Olsen, one of their guards. They look down low, but good defense by Weir. They can't get it. Now here's a shot up and way off, and Mason Thiessen has the rebound as Nelson missed. Up ahead to Klopacki. She's at the basket and she scores. A Jill Klopacki score gives Sauk Center the lead now at 38-36. And a steal for Kelsey Peschel. She's going to get to the hoop. Sauk Center leads by 4. That's what Sauk Center wants to do defensively, get after these guards. Here's the press again. Sauk Center leads by 40-36 now. And Weir got a hand on it. The ball on the floor, taken away by Sauk Center. So 3 straight steals. Here come the Main Streeters again. They look to push it up ahead. Peschel has it, puts it on the floor, drives down, getting closer to the basket, had it blocked, but then Weir had the loose ball. And Becca Weir scores. Sauk Center has their biggest lead now at 42-36. Good defense by Sauk Center. Here's the double team again, and a timeout is going to be called. So the Sauk Center girls, that's what they can do to another team, is play defense like that, and they lead 42-36, 2 minutes into the second half. A good run to start the second half for Sauk Center. They lead now 42-36. Pass in for Dover Eyota. It was tied at half. So Sauk Center on a 6-0 start here to begin the second half. 2 minutes in. Thiessen went for a steal again. It's off now to Nelson. Good defense by Klopacki. The double team came over to Hins. She is triple teamed, and now a foul is going to be called as she fell to the floor. Sauk Center went for the tie-up, but they say Peschel pulled down on the arm. That'll be the third personal now on Kelsey Peschel. 42-36 Sauk Center. Dover Eyota will pass in, and it's way out to Hins. Nelson trying to get open on Klopacki's defense. And they feed it down to her. She's at the basket and missed the shot. On the rebound, we've got a tie-up as Jill Klopacki, who is 5'7", going after the 6'1" girl, Nelson. And the arrow in favor, though, of Dover Eyota. Jill Klopacki has to fight extremely hard against a girl that is much taller. Pass in for Dover Eyota. They have it in the corner. They can't get it into Hins. Helping out on the weak side was Greenwald's defense. Now here's a dead ball. It's way out. And a 5-second violation. That's what the whistle was for. So the Sauk Center defense works again. And it's back to the Main Streeters. 42-36 Sauk Center. Mason Thiessen will bring it up. She leads the team with 12 points. Peschel, high post to Weir, back out. Klopacki shooting the three, up and good! The three-point basket for Jill Klopacki. She's in double figures with 10. And Sauk Center has a 9-point lead now. A 9-0 start to the second half. Sauk Center looking to pressure those guards. Dover Eyota gets it way out to Nelson. She'll attack the basket, puts up a shot, and a foul will be called on the bump on Jill Klopacki. So a pass in. No, a shooting foul, they say. Nelson shooting and leaves it short. 45-36 Sauk Center. And Nelson's free throw this time is good. She leads their team in scoring with 11. 45-37 Sauk Center. Offensively now, Becca Weir has it. She'll put it on the floor, looking to score, and then a foul is called. Oh, it's good for Becca Weir to take it to the basket. She doesn't do a lot of that. But that time she did. She's 2 of 4 at the free throw line. and has 4 points, shooting 2 now. In and out, no good. This game is being played at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic. We're here at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center. So Becca Weir will try to connect on the second one after the first one rolled off. And 0 for 2. Outlet pass up ahead. Dover Eyota coming down on a 2-on-1, but Thiessen jumps up and knocks it out of bounds. They'll have to pass in. Good D that time by Mason Thiessen. Here comes Morgan Gamrot back in. 45-37, Sauk Center. It was tied at half at 36. Dover Eyota now, passing in. They drive down with the guard, Olson. And now on the pass, we have a whistle and a foul being called. And it's on Becca Weir on a push. Third team foul, pass in for Dover Eyota. The first on Becca Weir. Sauk Center has to get a body on those two taller girls, Hins and Nelson. Now here's the double team as Hins got it, still took a shot, no good. The ball went out of bounds. It'll go to Sauk Center. And the help defense has to be there. It's got to be quick too. Sauk Center has it. They lead by 8 at 45-37. Coming up on 14. Oh, here's a pass stolen. And it's going to be a foul called on Jill Klopphockey. Trying to get back to stop the shot was Klopphockey, but they say a foul called, her second. And to the free throw line is going to be Gellerson. She's had a good game as a sophomore with 8 points. So a turnover resulted in the foul. But a missed free throw. Sauk Center still leads by 8. Great start to the second half for the Sauk Center girls. Another free throw here for the sophomore Gellerson for Dover Eyota. This one good. 45-38, a 7-point lead for Sauk Center. Mason Thiessen, a sophomore guard. Against the man-to-man, Klopphockey has it. Puts it on the floor, pulls up, takes a shot, way short though. And Hins has the rebound for Dover Eyota. This is Nelson. Back out to Gullerson. With it now is Myers. They try to post up the two taller girls. Hins pops out. Here's Nelson down low. She's to the basket and she scores. Good offense that time by Dover Eyota. Nelson puts it in. She has 13 points. Mason Thiessen dumps it off inside. Weir got blocked, and now the ball is going to be a tie-up. Oh, Coach Bergman wanted a foul call that time. But Sauk Center will pass in. At least they keep it. Streeters by 5 at 45-40. Borgening has it. She's going to shoot a 3, too strong. Weak side rebound, though. Pulled out of there by Jill Klopphockey. Another board for Klopphockey. Gamrot back to Klopphockey, but no shot. And it's back out to Mason Thiessen. She'll try to go one-on-one around the screen. Takes a 3, short, and Dover Eyota has the basketball. Sauk Center's lead is at 5. Looking for a stop again. Dover Eyota will shoot a 3 for the outside. They're not an outside shooting team, really. The shot is missed. Thiessen will fire it up ahead to Gamrot. Nice pass to Borgening. Her layup is good. Beautiful fast break for the Main Streeters. Timeout called by Dover Eyota. Long outlet pass was accurate. Gamrot drew the defense to her. Easy layup then to Borgening. And Sauk Center leads by 7 again at 47-40. .12:40 to go in the second half. Sauk Center has built that 7-point lead back up again at 47-40. Beautiful fast break that time. And Borgening finished. So Sauk Center putting on the press now. Dover Eyota gets it in. Jill Klopphockey working on Nelson. Nelson one-on-one, going down close, ran into trouble. Offensive charge is going to be called. Well, you could see from the start she wanted to go to the basket. And Nelson is called for the foul. Sauk Center's ball, they lead by 7. Thiessen and Klophocky will bring it up. Gamrot to the left, Borgening. Here's Thiessen penetrating down. Weir gets inside. She shoots and scores. Sauk Center does that well. Penetrating down. Here's Thiessen coming in. She stole it away. Mason Thiessen down to Borgening in a crowd. Borgening puts up a shot, missed. The ball tipped around. Nelson has it for Dover Eyota. Good steal, though, by Mason Thiessen. Here comes Nelson again. She just had that charge. Sauk Center now leads by 9 at 49-40. Borgening's defense is tight. In the corner now, Olsen. Here's Hintz at the free throw line shooting, and it's off. Borgening clears it off. Sauk Center looking to run again. Up ahead to Jill Klophocky. She has to hurry. She got it, though, before it went out. Now in trouble. Looking for help, and a tie-up is going to be called. No, first, a timeout is going to be called by head coach Scott Bergman, so Sauk Center will keep the basketball. Sauk Center has built a 9-point lead at 49-40 here in the second half. 11 and a half to go. Pass in for Peschel. Weir on the block. Borgening sets the screen, comes around the double pick. Inside pass is hit away. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Sauk Center. Sauk Center and Dover Eyota here at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center for the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic. And a lob to Becca Weir. She's going to go to the basket. She gets there and scores. Good fake that time by Becca Weir. She lays it up and in, and Sauk Center has an 11-point lead now. Dover Eyota looking for some offense here. They've just got the one basket so far in the second half. Here's an outside shot and a three-point basket. Knocking it down that time was Feweston, a 3. Just their second of the game. Jill Klophocky now fakes to Peschel. She's going to shoot from the outside. Off the rim, but Borgening got the rebound. Her put back, though, is I think blocked by the 6'1 Nelson. Here comes Dover Eyota back into the front court. They go in the corner, little bump, and she goes out of bounds. It'll be what? Sauk Center's ball. Good cutoff that time defensively by Kelsey Peschel. 51-43, Sauk Center. Their biggest lead has been 11. This game was tied at half. Sauk Center's basketball now. Off to our left, Mason Thiessen to Peschel. Drives around, dumps it off to Greenwald, who's back in. She's going to get to the basket, laid it up, and scores a basket for Maddie Greenwald. She was patient that time and finally found the seam open and scored her second basket. She has a 3, so 5 points. Here comes Dover Eyota now. Sauk Center by 10. And it goes down to Nelson, gets around Klophocky, and goes up and scores. She's a tough girl to guard. Nelson scores for Dover Eyota. She's a 6'1 player. Mason Thiessen attacking the basket, and a foul called on Hintz. Mason Thiessen doesn't waste any time. She gets it down in a hurry, and she'll shoot 2. So Mason Thiessen has 12 points in the first half. Kelsey Peschel has 11. Becca Weir now with 8, 6 in the second half. Mason Thiessen shooting 2. First one is in. First point of the second half for Mason Thiessen, a 5'8 sophomore guard. 2 for 2. She's got 14. She made a basket with .7 to go to tie the game up at halftime. 55-45. Sauk Center back to a 10-point lead. Here's a drive for Dover Eyota. It's back out. They want to go to the two girls, Hintz and Nelson. Hintz shaping up. Here's the help, and a whistle, and a foul is going to be called. And it's called on Jill Klophocky. And that is her third foul. Pass in for Dover Eyota. They get it to Hintz, and a foul called on Becca Weir. Weir going for the block that time. She was behind. So Weir with her second will send Dover Eyota with Megan Hins to shoot. She has 10 points, 4 for 4 at the free throw line. 55-46 Sauk Center. They want to protect that lead. Another free throw here for Megan Hins. She's going to play college basketball at Morehead State. She has 12. Back to the Sauk Center team now. Peschel shooting from the outside. Nope. Rebounded away by Dover Eyota, although Mason Thiessen took it away. Somehow she can just read that dribbler. Thiessen off to Klopaki, far side to Peschel. This time she wanted to drive and she turns it over on the travel. Sauk Center still leads though by 8 points. We're down to 9:22. We're in the second half. Sauk Center pressing. Here's a pass that got deflected and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay though with Dover Eyota. Mason Thiessen has had a bunch of steals out there in this one too. Pass in against the press. The ball got hit free briefly by Thiessen. Now it comes across for Dover Eyota. Sauk Center looking to double team and help out with those post players. Nelson has it, shooting from the free throw line, up and good. Well, Sauk Center has to stop this run here for Dover Eyota. The lead is down to 6. It was 11, 55-49. Now here comes the half-court trap against Sauk Center. Maybe an open shot. Peschel will take it and missed it. The rebound tipped up and out. Thiessen got it back. Her floater is up and good. A basket for Mason Thiessen. Thiessen scores 16 points for her, 57-49. Sauk Center back to an 8-point lead. Now they've got a D up again. Far side, a 3-point shot is up and good for Dover Eyota. Gellerson hits a 3. So they stay in it now, 57-52, Sauk Center by 5. Sauk Center needs a good possession. Greenwald can't get the shot off. Here's a skip pass to Klopaki. Peschel tries another one, misses again. And Dover Eyota has the rebound with the 6-1 Hins. Well, Sauk Center not making their shots. Here's a pass down low. Nelson got free. She scores again. And Sauk Center will call a timeout. So the run here for Dover Eyota. It was 11. It's down to 3. 57-54. Sauk Center leads with 8 minutes to go. A 3-point lead for Sauk Center at 57-54. Good run here for Dover Eyota. Sauk Center will pass in. Klopaki and Peschel. Weir, Thiessen, and Greenwald. The Sauk Center 5. Against the press, half-court trap. Skip pass to Thiessen on the far side. Now Peschel has it. High post to Weir. And to Klopaki. She'll shoot from the outside. Good for Jill Klopaki. A 3-point basket. That was a much-needed basket for Sauk Center. Klopaki with 13. Here's a 3-point try for Hins. Their post player no good. The ball, though, controlled by Dover Eyota. They score with Olsen, one of their guards. 60-56. Sauk Center with a 4-point lead. Becca Weir now gives it off to Jill Klopaki, who just hit a 3. Now Peschel lost it, and it went off her knee, and a turnover on Sauk Center. So the ball goes back to Dover Eyota now. Sauk Center's lead is at 4. 7:14 remaining, second half. Trouble getting it in, but they do so to Finstuen. Brings it down to the right side. Hins trying to post up on Weir. Now on the pass, we have a whistle and a foul called, and it's on Kelsey Peschel, who commits the foul. And that will be her 4th foul. And she'll come out now, replaced by Taylor Borgerding. 60-56, Sauk Center by 4, but to the free throw line for Dover Eyota is Finstuen. She has 7 points. And the front end of the 1-on-1 is going to go good, so she's going to get her bonus. Sauk Center's lead is at 3 right now. It was at 11. Another free throw for Finstuen. No good. Klopaki has the rebound, had to rip it away from Nelson and does so. Klopaki brings it across and stopping. Back out to Thiessen. Now here's a kicked pass. 60-57, Sauk Center with a 3-point lead. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Here at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center at the Classic. Taylor Borgerding. High post to Becca Weir. Nowhere to go. Back out now to Mason Thiessen. Thiessen will take it to the basket. Here's that floater short. And Becca Weir tried to get the rebound, and they're going to say a foul on her. Foul on Becca Weir. And that will be her third foul. And that will put Dover Eyota into the bonus. As you can see, Coach Bergman is not happy with that call. So for Dover Eyota, one of their post players, Megan Hinz, has to get I think some blood cleaned up before she can shoot. Hinz at 6'1", she has 10 points, rather 12. And the other post player, Maddie Nelson, has 19 points, number 23. Well, Sauk Center's lead is down to 3 with the 1-and-1 coming here for Hinz. Now it looks like Becca Weir has some blood on her hand, and well, Sauk Center's going to call a timeout. Dover Eyota down by 3. They're at the free throw line with Megan Hintz. She has 12 points. Streeters by 3. And Hintz, who has not missed at the line, will shoot again. She's 7 for 7. But on the miss, Nelson got it back. Here's a girl open, and they score to tie the game at 60-60. Well, a missed free throw turned out good for Dover Eyota. 60-60. Here's Weir going to the basket. Threw a pass that got hit out of bounds. Well, Sauk Center led at one point, 51-40. Now it's tied at 60. So pass in for Sauk Center. Mason Thiessen out there. She leads the team in scoring with 16. Jill Klopaki. Skip pass is high. Greenwald had to make a good catch in the corner. Now here's a skip pass and an easy steal for Dover Eyota. They can regain the lead now with a made basket. It's 60-60. When you throw those skip passes, if it's low, it's an easy pickoff for the defense. Into the front court now. Myers goes to Hinz, down low to Nelson, turns and shoots and scores. And now Dover Eyota has the lead at 62-60 on the made basket by Nelson. She has 21. Sauk Center scores though. Mason Thiessen puts one in again. She's at 18. Tied at 62. Now again, Sauk Center needs to... Oh, here's Mason Thiessen coming from behind, and she ties her up. But the arrow in favor of Dover Eyota. But again, a good defensive play by Mason Thiessen. 5:22 remaining. Tie game at 62. Pass in, way out to Olsen. They're trying to post up Nelson on the far side. Hinz on the near side. Nelson comes out, not catching the pass was Nelson, and Gamrot was right there. Sauk Center's ball. Streeters have it as they cross the line, tied at 62. 5 minutes remaining. Mason Thiessen surveys everything, goes to Weir at the high post. Weir is going to the basket, took a shot, and a foul is going to be called. She'll go to the free throw line. Becca Weir. Weir, much more so in this ball game, really looking to drive to that left hand. She is a left-handed player. 3 fouls on Hinz. Weir's free throw is good. She has 9 points. That gives Sauk Center the 1-point lead. And another free throw for Becca Weir, a 6-foot senior. Just under 5 to go now. 1 of 2. 63-62. Oh, here's the long pass down the floor. That does not connect. Sauk Centre will get it back. Dover Eyota took a chance. It didn't work. Sauk Centre has it, leading 63-62. See if they stay in this half-court trap. They do. Mason Thiessen in the corner to Greenwald and back out to Thiessen. Taking her time now with a 1-point lead, making sure the offense. Weir playing the high post. This is Jill Klophocky. Back to Mason Thiessen. In the corner, Greenwald made the catch, saved it from going out of bounds. And now here's a kicked ball out and a pass in for Sauk Centre. 4:12 remaining. Streeters by 1 in a close one, 63-62. Mason Thiessen lobs it in the lane. Weir had to poke it up in the air. No, she was out of bounds. Sauk Centre turns it over. And back to Dover Eyota. Before the pass in, here comes Kelsey Peschel back in, replacing Greenwald. Peschel has 4 fouls. 63-62 Sauk Centre. So Sauk Centre pressing. In the corner, this is Nelson, guarded by Jill Klophocky. Into the front court. She's a 6'1" player. It goes down in the corner to Olsen. Lost it though, out of bounds. It'll be Sauk Centre's ball. Good defense again by Kelsey Peschel to cut off that baseline. So Sauk Centre getting the ball back with that 1-point lead at 63-62. We're down to 3:45 now. High post to Klophocky, can't penetrate through. Gamrot fakes the shot, drives down, lost it, it's loose, and Dover Eyota has it. And it's up ahead to Nelson. She's getting to the basket, got tied up, missed the shot. Sauk Centre has it. If Weir can pull it out, we have a tie-up. Great defense by Thiessen to stop that layup. And the arrow points to Sauk Centre. So Sauk Centre does get a stop, and they keep their 1-point lead. 63-62, 3.5 to go now as Thiessen brings it across. Thiessen gets it over to the side to Peschel. Peschel drives down, back out to Mason Thiessen. Klophocky working the baseline. Thiessen driving down, dumps it off inside. Weir goes up and scores the basket for Becca Weir. Good penetration by Thiessen again. Sauk Centre leads by 3. Into the front court, Nelson for Dover Eyota. Far side, Myers has it. She's going to drive the baseline, cut off, and spins back out. On top, Olsen will shoot from the outside. That is off. Fight for the rebound. It's Mason Thiessen with it. Here she comes. Gamrot out in front. Thiessen with that floater, up and short. And it goes on the floor. Diving for it. Gamrot has it from Weir. She goes up and puts it in. Hustle basket for Sauk Centre. Gamrot put it in, but it was Becca Weir who went to the floor to get it. Now we've got a tie-up. The Sauk Centre got a hand in on the ball. Jill Klophocky. Good defense again. But a pass in for Dover Eyota. On that made basket by Gamrot, Sauk Centre has that 5-point lead now at 67-62. They keep the press on. Trouble to get it in, but they do so. To Myers. Thiessen right on her. Jill Klophocky got a hand on it, but into the front court with 2.5 to go. Dover Eyota goes down low. Hins backs out to Nelson. She goes up and puts it in. 67-64. Sauk Centre with a 3-point lead. Thiessen walks it up. 2:10 remaining. Sauk Centre by 3. Here's Weir. Puts it on the floor once. Back out to Thiessen. Sauk Centre wants to be careful here. Thiessen drives down, gets to the basket, lays it up and in! Somehow Mason Thiessen got to the basket. Thiessen with 20. Now Sauk Centre trapping, and Dover Eyota gets it into the front court. 69-64, Sauk Centre by 5, but Hins going to the basket, lays it up and off, but a foul called on Morgan Gamrot's defense. I think, though, on that play, that's okay for Gamrot to stop the shooter from scoring, send her to the free throw line, although Hintz has been very good tonight, but she missed her last one. Shooting 2 now. Sauk Centre with a 5-point lead. Free throw is good for Hintz. She now has 14 points. Gamrod comes out after a big basket for Sauk Center. Greenwald back in. Another free throw for Dover Eyota. It's now 69-66. Still a 3-point lead. We're down to 135 in the front court. Kelsey Peschel dribbles down, off to Klaupaki, attacks the basket, blocked out of bounds though. Sauk Center will pass in. A 3-point lead with 1:29 to go. Mason Thiessen waits. Greenwald has it in the corner. Sauk Center has to make sure. Here's Thiessen attacking the basket to Greenwald. She's going to shoot a three. It is up and off, and the rebound on the floor. We're due for it, so to Klaupaki, we've got a tie-up. Still Sauk Center with that 3-point lead, and the arrow points to Sauk Center, so the Streeters keep possession. They'll pass in with 1:15 to go. Mason Thiessen waiting to Greenwald. No need to rush a shot here for Sauk Center. Peschel back out to Thiessen. They'll pull it out to make the defense chase. Thiessen on the dribble, stops and back out now to Klaupaki. See if they foul. Under a minute to go. Peschel has it. They spread the floor. Peschel on the dribble, waiting. And the ball got kicked out of bounds. Sauk Center will pass in with 53 seconds to go and a 3-point lead. 69-66. Thiessen has it. And again, let's see if they foul. Nelson chasing, Peschel on the dribble. Off to Jill Klaupaki. She got in the clear, penetrates down, back to Greenwald, but no shot. Sauk Center killing the clock. It's off to Mason Thiessen at half court. Now here comes the double team. Here's a loose ball and they took it away, but Thiessen came back and she got it back, but then she travels. We're down to 31 seconds. A pass in, let's see. Jill Klaupaki is trying to pass it in. I'm not sure. It's not their ball. It's Dover Eyota's ball. They will pass in. And now Coach Bergman wants to have the official make sure that they know what they're calling here, so they will talk about it. Mason Thiessen came back with a steal. Then they blew the whistle. 69-66, Sauk Center by 3. It will be Dover Eyota's ball. And the official explains it to Coach Bergman. Here's the pass in. 31 seconds to go. Nelson has it. She's shooting quickly. Up and good for Nelson. Sauk Center's lead is down to 1. 25 seconds. Mason Thiessen dribbles down to the half court. Dumps it off to Klaupaki. Back out to Thiessen. We're down to 17 seconds. Now a foul is going to be called, and that will put Mason Thiessen, I think, to the free throw line. I'm not sure the team fouls. No, a pass in. Sorry. 16 seconds to go. 69-68, Sauk Center by 1. Klaupaki to Peschel. Peschel gets around her girl in the corner, Greenwald. She'll pull it back out. In the clear is Thiessen, and they'll foul her. 10 seconds remaining. Still, though, not the shooting foul yet.
That's all right. We'll keep running time out.
Pass in for Sauk Center. That's the 4th team foul. Peschel has it. She got herself open, trying to kill some time. Off to the side. Klaupaki has it. 3 seconds. And a foul is called as they hit Klaupaki hard, but the clock is down to 1.1. And now it's going to be the one-on-one here for Jill Klaupaki. So 1.1 remaining. Jill Klaupaki will shoot the one-on-one. 69-68 Sauk Center. Klaupaki will shoot, and it is good for Jill Klaupaki. And a timeout called by Sauk Center. So that puts Sauk Center up by 2 points now with 1.1 remaining. So Klaupaki will have a free throw to come. Well, for Sauk Center, good defense. Mason Thiessen with 20. Klaupaki right now at 14 points. Kelsey Peschel with 11. Well, Sauk Center needs to have that free throw made to put them up by 3, and it would be a last-second shot for Dover Eyota in the backcourt. Although, let's say, too, a strategy could be to miss the free throw intentionally, so they have to rebound the ball and then shoot it from there with 1.1 remaining. So let's see what Joe Klopacki and the team has in store. 70-68 Sauk Center. Joe Klopacki at the free throw line. You can see Sauk Center has nobody there except Joe Klopacki. 1.1 remaining. Here's her second free throw. She will shoot it short, and she got the ball back, and the game is over. Sauk Center wins it 70-68 over Dover Eyota. Good ball game between these two here at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic at Hopkins Lindbergh Center. The scoring for Sauk Center went this way. Mason Thiessen with 20. Joe Klopacki ended up with 14. Maddie Greenwald with 5. Taylor Borgerding had a basket. Kelsey Peschel with 11. Also scoring with Becca Weir with 11 points. Sauk Center now 2-0 on the season, beating Dover Eyota by 2 points at 70-68 at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic at the Hopkins Lindbergh Center.